Hey everyone, Keep Up Alive here. We have a 2014 Honda Accord Sport that we have successfully replaced the factory head unit with a 2015 Accord Hybrid touchscreen made by Alpine. The purpose of that, of course, if you've seen the previous videos, has to do with frequency response of the old head unit versus the new head unit. And I got it over there. I can actually show you some cosmetic differences in a bit. Reminder of the system, I have this Alpine touchscreen. I have no external amplification for it. Its output is low voltage, approximately 3 volts RMS. Balanced out, I have that with RCA pigtails soldered onto the wires, going to an Alpine H701, whose controller is mounted in the sunglass holder. You may remember that this also tucks away and hides if I wanted to. And I do have the processor controlled by an Alpine TVA 9861 sitting in place of the lower pocket. Again, that was my SQ source up to this point because of how bad the factory head unit was. One of the questions was whether or not I can still access settings. So what happens is when you make your setting adjustments, and I have no idea how successful this is going to be with the screen and ambient lighting. Gosh, that's terrible. It looks really good in reality though. I'm not quite sure how you want me to resolve that for you. Suffice it to say, the screen is perfect up above. It's odd that you can't see that in this video. But I have access to system settings. I have access to... Oh, there you go. You can kind of see that it looks okay. Reasonable anyway. Maybe if I dim it. Oh, there you go. I'll just take the brightness down on it. Oh, that's perfect. Alright. Well, thanks for staying with me on that. Alright, so I still have full access to all of our lighting preferences. I have access to, using the back button, I can navigate around. System settings. I do have access to vehicle settings, depending on if the head unit's off or not. Let me get out of the menu. Oh, ignition had to be on to access vehicle settings. So I have preferences, all of the setup, the maintenance reset, the door setup, the lock setup, all of that is all available through this head unit. So that works just fine. And it sounds really good. So I have, you don't have the tuner. Tuner is external on this, so I have the FM coming into my lower 9861. If I want to listen to FM, I listen to it on there. You could just get the tuner and have full FM function if you wanted to. There's multiple pieces associated with this. Besides having just the in-dash unit, as you can see here, you also have an external hands-free link module that you need to have from the donor car, as well as the external FM antenna and amplifier module to provide any tuning. Those connections are completely different. When I got this radio, I had some harnesses, which is good because the harnesses don't perfectly line up. If you look at my build log, you'll see detailed information of all the schematics and all the harness pinouts that I've tracked for both of these to determine what you have to connect on this one to make it work. Specifically, there is a second harness on here that doesn't exist in the Sport. I believe it's harness F, and it needs a 12 volt constant. If you don't provide that 12 volt constant, it will not turn on, and if you try and wire it to ignition, it'll forget all of its memory settings. So this unit actually has 2 constant connections to it. But other than that, steering wheel controls work just fine. The sound is fantastic. The whole purpose of doing this at all was to get something that sounded really good, to eliminate the low frequency roll off and the equalization in the factory unit, and it does that. It sounds great. It's really clean. I will be going through the process of RTAing it and making sure I find the max usable volume without clipping, but everything sounds really good on the head unit itself. I still need the hands-free link module to regain the use of Bluetooth, and the backup camera does not trigger using the factory harness. That has to be figured out as well. But I'm thrilled, I'm happy, it looks good, and it works really well. A few solvable problems aside, and I'll finally have a good usable factory head unit because it looks good. I like the 8-inch iMid screen. I don't want to lose that. Obviously, you still have access to your fuel data as needed, and you have your backup. I just got to load a new clock image. So everything's cool. Any questions, hit me up.